what it means to be an American. America is freedom, and freedom is special and rare.
We, the people of this great nation.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
We, the people.
We, the people
of this great nation.
of this great nation.
We the people. That is such an important saying now. Because boy, does it mean now more than ever how important it is that we the people stick together and make sure we fight and keep fighting against what's going on in this country right now. I have a special guest. He's been on the show several times. His name is Chris. He's a good friend of mine. He wants to rant. I mean, he apparently wants to talk about everything that's going on. He's fed up with it. He saw what was happening this weekend. Like every other American that's watching, sitting on TV, watching people getting bullied, watching people's First Amendment rights getting destroyed, torn apart, watching all the madness unfold as the Democrats sit back, don't condemn anybody, don't say anything about it, and allow it to just continue to happen. Chris, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. So what's on your mind? Just go ahead. Just spit spit the truth. Spit what's on your mind. Not QAnon shit. Real shit.
No. Not yet, anyway. Nothing recent. So number one, I keep looking at, this whole Trump rally and, the Antifa and the Black Lives Matter. And I just don't understand how they get away with this. Like, I'm seriously I'm looking to set them up. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to be split apart with my boys, and I'm going to have like 20 eyes. We're going to be split apart. Nobody's going to know we're together. I'm telling you right now. We're going to sit in a restaurant, and they try their shit. They try that on us. All of a sudden, we're going to take every one of them down. And my boys are big. They're big. I'm big.
Okay, guys, just for the record, so you guys know this. Chris is 6'5", weighs about 240 pounds of muscle, and he is a trained boxer. Go on.
Yeah, and all my boys, we're all fighters, and this is enough, man. These little bitch ass Antifas, I don't care what I don't care if they get clubs, shields, whatever. And these Black Lives Matter, you guys ain't nothing. You're nothing. And I'm telling you, one of these days, I'm telling you, it's just going to happen. And I hope it's on the news because they're going to be destroyed. They're going to be they're going to look so dumb. It's going to be pathetic. I can't take it anymore.
Well, to the defense, my friend Enrique Tarrio, which is the chairman of the Proud Boys, they kicked some ass this weekend. Boy, did they kick some ass. And my boy is the guy that literally everybody was recording. He is the chairman. He's the leader. He was on InfoWars today, which I don't watch too much InfoWars. You know how I feel about...
The guy with the goatee?
The guy with the goatee, that he's dark-skinned and he wears sunglasses all the time?
Yeah.
That's my buddy. That guy went to middle school, high school, and elementary with me. Yeah, I've known him. And believe it or not, we spent some time in the halfway house.
Oh shit!
That's where we re-engaged our friendship again.
Get in touch with me, man. I'll definitely get in part.
He's being bombarded right now with interviews with different people and stuff like that. But man, they were working for 12 hours straight. I mean, they would hear, hey, these people are getting jumped, and they would go over there. I mean, he broke through the shields, and he's a fighter. He's not a trained fighter like you, but he fights.
Yeah.
Like.
He wasn't bitching out. I know that.
Huh?
I saw he wasn't bitching out at all.
Oh no, he'll stand his ground, and his family's been through a lot with the whole Cuban issue that happened with Fidel Castro. He's very passionate about what he does. I mean, I remember when he first brought up Proud Boys to me, and you should join, and you should join the chapter. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, but I always get scared of joining any group because, as you know from the whole prison experience, you know that.
Right.
You don't want to be associated with a group because you don't know what the fuck they're doing behind closed doors. And then you don't want to get hit with a RICO Act because these people are planning to do some attack or some weird shit that you're not even a part of. That's why I've always been scared of joining any of these groups. That's why I'll stick with my Republican Nation, and I'll just be an American who fights through a microphone. And if I have to physically go out there and fight, I will so as well. I'll join you.
Yeah.
I should have gone to the DC March. I wanted to go to the DC March. My wife recommended I didn't. But I wanted to go. I wanted to go because I've been dying. I've been dying to have somebody do what they do to these people, approach them. See, the biggest mistake that people do every single time, and I've noticed this time and time again, is they turn their back on these people. And the problem is these people are punks. So they'll sucker punch you. They don't go face to face. They'll sucker punch you as you're walking away.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
that's why you have a bunch of boys all scattered, and everybody's watching everybody. You know what I mean? And then one thing goes off, that's when you just take them out. I mean, and just fuck them up big time. Excuse my language, but I mean, just where they learn their lesson. Like they'll never do this again because they're not going to be walking. Like this is enough, man. I'm telling you, America's not going to take us anymore, man. I'm telling you. To me, this is what I think. I think Trump knows he won no matter what. Okay.
Well, I'll give you some late breaking news, guys. For those of you who are listening, some late breaking news. 2,600 votes were not counted in Georgia, and they just hand counted them. And guess what? It's from a red county. Red as could be. Dark red. The reddest less blood. I mean, it's red. So most likely those votes are going to Trump. Just saying.
Right.
I kept telling everybody the tip of the iceberg is going to be Georgia. I wish it would have been an audit where lawyers were involved and more people were involved to scan it. But we have Republicans there, so I feel pretty confident that they're going to keep recounting. Votes are going to keep piling up for Trump. And it's going to spark something where they're going to have to investigate all these different cities that did all this corruption. But again, back to Chris. Go ahead.
Well, what it is when it comes to legal issues, Trump's lawyers are very smart. They think that they, got rid of certain arguments and they didn't. They just added on certain arguments and, just fixed the script a little better. So they're more useful in the argument, where they can actually utilize them instead of getting them thrown out. So I think that Trump knows he won no matter what. He just has to give the right argument to prove that he won to, basically
I'm pretty
investigate.
confident, Cindy Powell. As she said in her interview this Sunday, she clearly stated, she goes, I don't state things that I don't have proof of. She goes, and I have proof to the highest level of corruption. She kind of slipped up and gave up. I don't think she realized it, but she gave up some of the information she has. Apparently, she has the manual of the system that they used and how flawed it is and how easy it is to just delete and change ballots. That's why on a lot of these ballots, you see that Biden takes this massive lead, but the lead is not the same on the down ballot, which is kind of interesting, and it's really weird, and it's definitely fraud. But back to the anger, because I want Americans out there to understand, because every American is getting pissed, and I don't think the left understands this. I don't think Joe Biden knows what planet he's in, so he definitely doesn't understand it. But everybody around him, everyone is getting mad. We're on the brink. Look, first we're on the brink of going to war with Iran, and people are not even paying attention because we have a fraud election. Everybody's so focused on the violence within our own streets. Iran is going to take advantage of this weakness. That's one. Number two, Americans are getting tired. These people do not want to wake up a sleeping giant. I keep saying this over and over again. We outman them, we outgun them, and we outballs them. If that's even a word. We've got balls, they don't. They've got pussies in between their legs. So, that being said, because anybody who has to hide their face to hit somebody across the face is a coward in my book. Anybody who has to sucker punch somebody, an old man that's on a bicycle, just trying to get.
I mean, old men, old women, like
they even attacked. They even attacked a black woman that was a Trump supporter, and this is the Black Lives Matter movement. It's only a Black Lives Matter movement when it's a white cop shooting a black man.
These are not protesters. These are getting paid by Soros and all the elites to keep this going, they tried to take Trump out. That's all they want. They want to create havoc. They're Marxists, and they don't care about America. They want to destroy America.
They hate America.
Oh, yeah. It's exactly what they are. Which I can guarantee, as soon as Trump becomes president again, I guarantee it's all going to be over. They are going down.
If I was Trump, I'd declare martial law.
There's going to be some major shit going
This
on.
is why I'm so blessed. This is why I'm so blessed to live in the great state of Florida. DeSantis now approved through executive order. He approved that we can defend ourselves against looters and rioters. He's pretty much sending out a signal.
Oh, yeah.
You fucking come and you, for example, in my studio where I do all my podcasts, you come and you try to burn that bitch. I'm gonna put 2 in your head. That's it.
Oh yeah.
That's it. You're gonna feel some lead. That's it. He's pretty much green lighting like this shit ain't gonna happen in Florida. This bullshit that's happening right now, it's not gonna happen in Florida. But anyways,
and then Jay, then you got this Obama goofball. I mean, I don't understand him. He sits there and comes in here. He's trying to say, basically, they tell us what they're going to do. You know what I mean? People don't listen. They're going to bring tech involved. You know what I mean? They're going to bring all the elites. They're all getting them all in cahoots, and they're just going to destroy the Republican Party. Anybody that works with Republicans, anybody that's involved, anybody that's on any kind of media, social media, anything, they're going to destroy them. They're going to just rip them apart slowly but surely. If they can, they'll put them in jail. You remember when Obama was president? You know, that's what was basically threatened. You know, if you call somebody gay, you call somebody this, you do this, they're talking about jail time. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole freaking agenda. They want to bring down people for anything and everything that is not within their agenda. And it's crazy because, you know, these people that go for this, and maybe he's not criminally a pedophile. He is a fucking pedophile. I'm sorry. Joe Biden is a fucking pedophile. You can see the videos of him with these poor little kids that you could look at them. They're like, they look like they're scared to death. Like they want him off, you know? Girls where he's behind them and kissing their ear and touching them, and like there's so many damn pictures that are legit, that are straight, like, you know, unedited, you know, videos and everything that you can see. Like, that's not just me saying it. Like, straight, I've seen the videos in front of me while it was going on, you know, fresh, like on TV. It's disgusting. This guy's a fucking pedophile. I'm telling you right now. And you know, these freaking flakes that tried to, you know, vote for him or voted for him. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't think he got that many votes at all. I really don't. I just think that, you know, Trump has gotten probably 3/4 of the votes, and he probably got like 1/4. You know what I mean? Like, I really do. I just think when it comes out, it's going to be a slaughterhouse. I think the Democrats, like I said before, do everything opposite. Whatever they say that Trump did illegal, they did, you know, and they try to cover it up that way. And the same thing, you know, Trump got destroyed in the votes. It was more like Trump destroyed you, you know, but it just has to come out, and it's going to come out. It's just a matter of time. I'm sorry. They got 900 affidavits in 5 states. I mean, about this fraud. 900. That's way more proof than you need to create, you know, a situation with any kind of fraud in criminal court. I mean, this is an open shut case, pretty much. I guarantee it just has to come out and just, you know, run its course. That's all. But I can guarantee it's going to run its course. You know, Trump's going to win.
As I've said, I have said this from the get-go, and I said this from the get-go, that the key here is, the key to Trump's pathway to victory is the recount in Georgia. If they prove fraud there, and that's not even Trump requesting it, they did a recount just because they wanted to make sure everything was on the up and up, and because obviously it's a government, it's ran by Republicans. If they find fraud and it flips that state, they're fucked. They're fucked because it's going to give enough reasonable doubt for them to have to do recounts everywhere, and Trump's going to have an even stronger defense.
Right.
He's going to have a stronger defense. People love to discredit Rudy Giuliani. Apparently, people forget that man's resume. Apparently, they forget what that man has accomplished. I don't understand how they keep saying these Democrats that sit in Congress and in the Senate, they like to say he's not credible. They haven't even accomplished a 5% of what that man's accomplished in his life. And they want to take credibility from him. Joe Biden wants to take credibility from him. Joe Biden that graduated almost last in his class is a fucking joke. A guy that steals everybody's fucking speeches and uses them on his own. A 3-time loser in a presidential run. I mean, this guy's a clown. And this is the guy that everybody voted for. Apparently either America's extremely dumb. Okay, a large portion of America's either dumb, or they really hate Trump, or they cheated the election. I go with they cheated the election. I'm pretty sure Biden didn't have that momentum for people to actually go out and vote for him. Now, do I think that he had the momentum to commit fraud? Absolutely, because that's what the Democrats are known for. So, you still there with me, Chris? Hello? Did I lose you? Chris, you there? Oh, man, I may have possibly lost my buddy over here. I don't know what's going on. So, he just left me alone. But yes, we all know the Democratic Party is full of corruption. Oh, you're here. Okay, I lost you.
Sorry.
What were you doing, cocksucker?
No, I don't know. I guess the phone just, I don't know. It's weird for some reason. I got bad reception in my house too.
Yeah.
So like I said, I want to scatter around with arguments here. And then you got the squad. You got number one. I don't understand how any of these congresswomen got reelected. I think that's phony too. I think they should be doing investigations.
Well, they're in areas. Keep in mind, AOC is in an area where 19% of the people vote. 19%. These people are located in areas where it's very poor. These people are in areas that is very easy for a Democrat to dominate. Just so you know. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.
Do you feel homeless in today's American political world? Not really into either candidate or party? Guess what? You're not alone. Join me and others just like you across this great country for a discussion of politics from a viewpoint that you can't find in today's media. The Middle. I'm your host, Brian Grozier, and I invite you to join in on the discussion by downloading and listening to the Middle American Podcast.
I understand that, but I still don't believe it. I really don't. I think there's some kind of fraud going on. I think there's fraud with every damn one of these elections. I really do. I mean, it's not going to come out because unless they put in something against the election itself. But other than that, to contest it. But that's just my feelings. I mean, because number one, they are about defunding the police, and you heard AOC today. She is talking about completely defunding the police, not taking a little money, giving it to here and there, giving them training. No, she wants to defund the fucking police, no matter what. And I'll tell you where it's coming from, and that sounds exactly what I'm thinking about is exactly about the Islamic, what was it called? Not martial law, what the hell is it called? Begins with a D. Damn it. Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's basically the law underneath Islamic. Islamic law.
No, it's not called Islamic law. You're talking about
what the hell?
Shit, I can't remember the word either.
I can't believe it.
Fuck. Damn you, man. Sharia law. Fuck. What is
Sharia law.
Sharia. Okay, at least I was close. Closer than you.
Yeah. This is all about Sharia law. They're trying to bring Sharia law into the United States.
I don't think
That's
that's.
what
I don't
they've
think.
come
I don't think what they're trying. I think they're trying to power grab. I think that they're just trying to basically get power. I think they didn't realize that when they were doing the ballots, when they were fraudulently doing the ballots, they accidentally made a mistake and forgot to like focus on the other. They focused only on the presidential candidates, and they didn't do the fraud across the board, and they kind of fucked up. Which, again, Trump's lawyers have described how it works, the down ballots, and how they can literally delete votes just by
you're
a click.
going in and out.
I might be going in and out. I have bad reception, but like
Are you moving around?
I'm not moving around at all. My phone is solid. It's just the
Is
reception.
my phone solid?
I don't know. I hear you perfect.
Okay.
I
I
hear
don't know. That sounds good.
I hear your
But,
gay ass voice perfect.
What it seems like what they're trying to do is the Sharia law thing, where they are trying to have non-police and instructors or social workers or whatever. That's exactly what Sharia law is. That's the beginning. They bring these people that are dressed up. They're not dressed up as police, but they're Islamic, and they walk around the streets and they basically look for crimes against Sharia law, which is completely different than our law. And they look like they're not police, but they are police, and it's not for our law. I'm telling you right now, they're trying to bring the Sharia law into the United States. I'm telling you right now. I guarantee it, and I guarantee.
Okay, now you're doing you're doing QAnon talk.
No, it's not QAnon. It's facts. The squad is a part of it. All of them. You got what was you got? What's your name? Rashid. You got what is it? Elon,
Omar. Yes. Elon
You got
Omar.
AOC, and then you got
But
who's the other one?
look at how the Democrats are trying to separate themselves from them. I mean,
What?
even Bernie Sanders came out today and said, "Listen, I'm not for defunding the police." Like these people have gone so extreme that I think they've even gone more extreme than Bernie Sanders. I think Bernie Sanders like, "Oh shit, what is going on here? This is not what I was."
That's what I'm saying. How are they congresswomen? They are completely against America, and you can tell in every aspect. Everything they talk about. They are against America.
These
That's what I'm
people,
telling you.
these
I bet
people,
you they're freaking jihadists. I will bet you money on it.
these people are hypocrites. These people are attention grabbers. These people were born in suburbs. They don't know what it is to struggle. For God's sake, AOC was born in a fucking suburb. This
Bullshit.
Elon
I think
Omar
this was set up-
married her
I
own
think this was set up
brother
for a
to
long
get him into
time.
this country. I mean, these are corrupt people. And
I think
America's
it was
not
set
going
up
to
for a
stand
long time,
for it.
man. Nah, I'm telling you, I think this was set up for a long time. I think this was just made the way it is now, and slowly but surely they're taking America away, and they're going to try to bring Islamic law in here. I'm telling you, I guarantee it.
They will never, ever take America away.
So what?
They'll never take America away because America won't allow it.
What
There's-
about Detroit? Detroit is like almost that way.
Detroit, look, I actually spoke to family, my wife's family, who actually lives in Detroit. It's always been a very over flooded area with Muslims. Like it's always been an area that's like
Right.
even 20, 30 years ago it was the same way. Now again,
Right, but the
Muslims are
that's
not
their
bad
easiest-
people. Muslims are not
That's
bad
where
people.
they prey on. They start there.
Yeah, but Muslims are not bad people. You're talking about a very small percentage.
I'm not saying Muslims are bad people at all. No, you got Catholic Muslims, you got Christian Muslims. You know, it's
I
not
mean,
about.
yeah, but I'm just saying that. I mean, remember, you're talking about a small percentage. Most of the moderate Democrats are against everything that's happening right now. So, right now, I would say we don't have anything to worry about. I honestly think right now everything is heading in the directions. The more they try,
Right.
the more they try, the more they fail.
Right.
So, I think that's
Well,
where
what
they're.
else is going on, Jay? Is the longer this lays out, going to court and everything with Trump, it's what it's doing is it's bringing out the traitors in his party. You know, you're gonna like I think I forget who it was, but there was what was it, Detroit, the Republican for Detroit, I think, right, or Michigan. He's saying that like basically this is over and Trump should concede and blah blah blah.
Well, I mean, George W. Bush said the same fucking thing, and he didn't concede. So, I mean, a lot of people.
He's a part of the freaking whole elite anyway. So
no,
I don't trust him either.
He's not part of the elite. He's just an imbecile and a horrible president, to say the least. The reason we're fucking. The reason that Donald Trump is trying to get troops out of there is the troops that he sent over there. So he's fixing the chaos that he created.
Right. Well, I'll tell you right now, this whole thing. I'm telling you, number one, when it comes to COVID-19, number one, it's you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I just found this out. It's not a virus. Number one, it is actually a business franchise, and it's all over the world, and all the elites are getting paid big money in this franchise, and it's supposed to last until 2025. So they're going to have us in masks until 2025. I can promise you, if we don't have Trump in office. I guarantee it's going to get worse and worse. And I've looked into the law, and there's actually lawsuits that you can go against these stores, you can go against restaurants, you can go against your governors, everything, like real lawsuits. And it's not hard to make them come out, and you win. But the thing is, you just have to do. It's just like a levels that you have to go little by little, and you have to put the right wording in. But you could sue them because this is completely against our not Constitution, our human rights as a human being. We're not. Doesn't matter who the hell has a disease or whatever they're saying who has a disease. Number one, they have to prove that we have a disease, and we have to be quarantined. There's so many different aspects they have to prove. To be able to even have you wear a mask and force you to wear a mask. It's completely illegal. It's illegal what they're doing.
I mean, I just find the thing. I don't jump too much into those conspiracy theories. I think COVID-19 is real.
Conspiracy theories.
I mean, I personally know people that have been affected by COVID-19. That family members have died. But that being said, I kind of find it ironic that Pfizer and all these big companies, instead of announcing it prior to the election, we know they knew well before the election. Prior to the election, they did not announce that they had the vaccine, almost as if they were purposely doing this so Trump would not get an extra boost.
Okay, this is another thing for you. Okay, it's 100% fact. Okay, bacteria you can catch. Okay, people can get bacteria infections. I can give you one if you brush across me, whatever. Virus you cannot catch. You cannot catch a freaking virus. A virus is the body's defense. Okay, it's like a detergent in your body that cleans your body. It goes after whatever sickness you have, whatever, and it cleanses your body. Okay, that's what a virus is. We have it's like 17 coronaviruses in us. Okay, this is a bunch of bullshit. It's the biggest freaking fraud of the century. The biggest fraud. I think this is 5G that is getting anybody sick, especially old people, because they're all over. You got little 5G towers everywhere now. I mean, they're on schools, they're on nursing homes, they're everywhere.
You're losing me, buddy. You're losing me with your QAnon conspiracies.
And listen, it's not QAnon. This is fact. This is not QAnon. This is straight fact. I'm telling you right now. Are they on? Are they not? All over your schools, all over houses around you. Do you see these little towers everywhere?
Not really. I haven't seen any towers around my house.
Not towers. I mean, they're like you know what I'm talking about, right? The newest 5G looking things, whatever the hell they are. They have some towers, but they're like right in front of you. They're like on top of schools. They're on top of churches. They're everywhere. They're on top of these nursing homes. I'll bet you that's what these people are getting. And another thing is anybody that I looked into extensively, because when I look into something, especially legality, I look into extensive research. Okay,
that's not what you've done in our last two podcasts. I'll tell you that much. You haven't had much research or facts on any of it.
Now listen, this is funny. anybody that knows the legal anything that can just look into this. Okay, when it comes to the nursing homes, anybody that got hurt or anybody that was not allowed to see their their grandmoms or grandpops, whoever, can sue the balls off these nursing homes and the government, everybody. Okay, because there's especially the nursing homes. The nursing homes can be sued big time. They can make lots of money, especially if somebody died. If somebody died, that's even a bigger lawsuit for you. So anybody that got hurt, that's listening, they have to put in a lawsuit no matter what. It's not hard. You don't even need to be a lawyer. You can do it yourself. There's certain rights that every person that's in a nursing home has, and the main fundamental rights are, they have to see their family. It doesn't matter a pandemic or made-up pandemic, whatever the hell they're saying. It doesn't matter. It does not matter because they have to prove these people had the disease, first of all. They have to prove that you had disease. They have to have a medical doctor checking you out and confirming that you have a disease or COVID or whatever the hell they're saying you have. And that's the only way. Other than that, they cannot stop you from seeing your family. Okay? It's against the law, and especially against their policy. It's impossible. It's federal freaking law when it comes to nursing homes or hospitals, any of them. So anybody who's listening, they should go right after these hospitals, and if you can, go after governments too. I mean, it's like ridiculous, but definitely hospitals, 100%. You get paid big time. You'll put them in bankruptcy, I guarantee it.
You lost me a little bit there, buddy.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You just went a little in there, a little QAnon in there.
It's not QAnon. This is fact. When I say something's fact, it's fact. Okay?
No,
That's
when you
fact.
say something is fact, I'm not just going to take it that it's fact. Okay?
It is fact because I looked into extensive
What law?
research before I tell you
What is
about
the
it.
law
I say
so
it's fact.
people can know? Here we go. Here we go. When you ask them the question, the key question to all this, what law states that?
No,
He
you know
doesn't
what?
have an
I'm
answer.
going to prove you. No, seriously.
For the love of God, for once have an answer to one of your supposedly facts.
Hold on.
Well,
Such a jerk.
I'm not a jerk.
right.
It's just you're claiming all these things, but I want to I want to kind of fact check you. I'm not going to just take your word for it, even though we're friends. I mean, at a personal level, I'll take your word
All
for
right.
it, but I don't want my audience to take your word for it without an actual something to
All
back
right,
it
all
up.
right. Hold on here.
Give him a second, guys. He's just fabricating it real quick. Hold on.
No, I'm not. I'm finding facts here for you.
You're on the hunt?
No. All right, so this is actually one in Florida.
No. You
Any
said
medical
federal
legal
law.
Or what was that?
You said federal law.
Yeah. These are federal mandated laws under nursing homes. Okay. Any medical, legal, or other caretaker counselor has reasonable access to the resident. The right to present grievances about staff and their facilities, the right to organize and participate, the right to participate in social, religious, community activities. These are all rights. These are basically human rights for federal.
Come on, man.
The right to private and uncensored communication. Any
Okay,
medical,
guys,
legal-
everyone who's listening there, this right now is not
Facts, evidence, reason, logic.
This is just
There-
him
there's
talking.
The right to organize and participate in resident groups, and the right to have the resident's family meet in the facility with the families or other residents. The right to participate
What
in social,
statute
religious,
is
and
it?
community.
What federal
What was
law
that?
is it?
That is.
Come on, man.
How many times am I going to put you on the show and you're not going to be able to back your own fucking facts? For the
That's,
love of God,
statute
man.
400.022.
Is it a state
and-
law or federal law?
It's federal, it's statutes, public health, and social welfare.
Okay, this is my
residential
recommendation to those of you who are listening. If you're thinking about getting a lawsuit done or anything, first consult with a lawyer that actually knows what he's talking about,
Of course.
and then move forward from there. Let's move on to another subject because obviously you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, I mean, you throw.
I love you, brother. I love
I'm
you.
not ready for that shit, but I just gave it to you, so that's exactly
Listen,
what it is.
you text me and you go, I want to get on your show. I'm ready. Do not tell me that I asked you a question.
No, I didn't
You
tell
brought
you.
up the
It's wrong.
topics of conversation prior to this. You
I
were
said
the
I'm
one.
pissed off. That's what I said.
You said you're pissed off and you want to talk about everything. Okay, and that you're ready. I asked you, are you ready? Because, I don't want you to look stupid when you're talking. You go, I'm ready. Again, you were not ready.
You said, are you ready with statute?
I mean, literally, I'm starting to get this vibe from you that you just create your own facts.
No. Listen, when I say something's a fact, it's a fact.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's
I'm
not
gonna say
true
it's a fact
because,
if it's not.
well, you're not proving it though. And that's very important when you're saying something is a fact.
Well, like you said, I'm not a lawyer. I do my research.
You
These
said
people
you
have to do
did
their
research and it's a fact. So I'm asking you, what is the research? What is the law so we can make it a fact?
Well,
And then you're there Googling it on the fly quick as
No,
shit.
you're
Trying
asking
to.
for the statute. You're asking for the statute.
I know,
so-
but you're trying to Google that shit fast as fuck.
Yeah, I am. Shut you up.
Um,
But so
I can
so,
relate to you. I can relate to you with what's happening in America. On the subject of the violence that I'm seeing, it's getting me frustrated. It's getting me tired. I think we're on the brink. I think that we're on a thin line right now, and I think we're very close to a civil war. If these people don't chill out, and stop this shit, I think they're gonna get a beatdown that they're never gonna forget. It's gonna end up being very bad for them. We saw what just a small group of the Proud Boys did to a large group of Antifa, because it was a much smaller group of Proud Boys to a much larger group of Antifa. We saw Antifa hiding behind the police officers, the same people that want to defund the police, but they use the police to protect them. These guys are cowards. I mean, there's no doubt. Anybody who watches them on TV, the first thing, the reaction's anger. Then the second reaction is, wow, what a little bitch. I go, you go and you punch an old man, or you sucker punch somebody as he's walking away from you. That's a coward. And then to top it off, the man who actually sucker punched that one guy is a sex offender.
Yeah.
We find out that he's got a record and he's a sex offender. This it just doesn't end. I mean, this is disgusting. These are a bunch of gamers, a bunch of guys that sit in their computers. They talk amongst each other on these liberal platforms. Hey, let's go out there and let's do some destruction. What I'm wondering is, when is the government going to get involved? I mean, when is the federal government going to start arresting these people, indicting people? This is an organized group. Whether they want to say it's not, they all obviously they know a spot to meet. They know where to meet. They know what to bring. I mean, they bring fucking shields. They come ready.
Very organized. Very organized. This is definitely RICO charges. I guarantee that one.
I mean, but nobody's doing anything about it. It's Bill Barr. Where are you?
Billy.
I mean, I'm a little disappointed in Bill Barr. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's been.
No, I think he's hiding right now for a reason. I don't think he's
Durham. Where's the Durham report? Where is it? Why is it? Why do investigations? He's kept a very close eye on this. We needed this. We needed this to prove the innocence of Donald Trump. Where is this? Where is this report? Where is this? Where are the indictments? We have one. Come on, we're expecting much more. I want to see Hillary Clinton behind bars. I want to see. I want to see Obama's Obama go through the ringer. I want to see all these things, but I don't. If Trump doesn't take this election, I don't foresee. I don't see the Durham probe or whatever investigation going further.
No, none of that stuff. No,
it'll be dead on arrival.
They'll get rid of Barr. They'll get rid of everybody. They'll get rid of every criminal, anything that has to do with any kind of Democrat, Biden, or anything. I mean, but it's not going to happen. I'm telling you right now, this is planned already. This is known in every aspect of what they're going to do, when they're going to do it.
And just for the
especially with
record,
this
they already
election.
debunked. They already debunked your theory with the seal that Trump had
What?
seals placed on the ballots. That's already been debunked.
What the
The
watermark you mean?
Yeah, it's been debunked. They never put a
I'm not
watermark
saying-
because every state did their own ballots through their own printing companies. It
I don't
wasn't
know.
it wasn't at a federal level. Like every state created their own ballots, so and hired their
Oh,
own
really?
printing companies. Yeah, that's how it's
You're
done.
100%
So
positive on that?
I'm pretty positive on it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
100% positive on anything, but I'm pretty positive on that. That's why De Blasio made a mistake with the printing company he used, and he had to remake the ballots again. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. Why are you gonna try to fact check me?
No, I'm asking.
I dare
I'm
you.
Just saying. I just think there's a bunch of shit that's going to come out as soon as we find out what's going on with this election. I think the real truth's going to come out with everything, and a lot of people are going to go down.
I think you want me to tell you what I think? Like my honest opinion, I think Trump had lost a little bit of faith. That's why he hadn't come out. And I think Trump really felt like he lost, like it was taken from him, like he stole it.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think
I'm
so.
gonna let me finish my train of thought. I think Trump really thought that he lost it, and that's why he kind of like didn't really come out, didn't do anything. And I think that when Sidney Powell and Rudy Giuliani showed him the evidence that they have, it gave him like a oh shit kind of moment. Like, wow, this is big. We have the shit that we need. I think
I
think that he lost some hope at some point.
I don't think so at all.
I
think
think
he knew.
I think he's a human being, bro. He is a human.
He won. He just has to prove it. That's the problem. It's just a problem to fucking prove it. He had to prove it, and he's going to prove it, and then that's why it's all going through the courts.
I'm telling you, I think
It's going to make. Listen, with all this fraud and all these affidavits, all this BS going on, that's enough to prove fraud. The Supreme Court's going to take it, and that's when it's going to be all over.
The problem is they have to have enough solid evidence to take it to the Supreme Court. And it's funny because I see these people on Facebook that they point, oh, how many lawsuits Donald Trump has won? 0. Well, he actually won 1 in Pennsylvania, but that being said, usually you lose them and then you appeal them to get them to the Supreme Court. So the goal is to get it to the Supreme Court. So it's gonna get there. And let me tell you, Clarence Thomas, he's got a little bit of anger towards Joe Biden. I think him and Joe Biden this is gonna be his moment to get Joe Biden back.
Yeah, Biden's a piece of shit.
Well, I mean, they had their little argument when he was being
against what's her name? Another chick.
When he was being appointed to the Supreme Court and he was going through the judiciary system, Joe Biden went real hard on him.
Yeah.
And I don't think Clarence Thomas has ever forgotten that.
Of course not.
When he was going through his confirmation hearings.
I think the legit judges, I don't think they're going to hold anything against him. I think they're just going to abide by the law and state the law, and it's all going to come out, and it's going to be proof that, they can't do
I just don't understand why the media is not. This is bombshell news. I don't understand.
Why do you think, man? The media.
No, I'm not talking. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about. I don't know how people are not. I'm looking around right now as we speak. I am looking around at different. I'm looking around at different media outlets. How can people not be talking more about the fact that these ballots were, I mean, to me, it's crazy that these people are not taking these ballots more serious.
Right.
I mean, the situation with these ballots are extremely, extremely serious.
Right.
Like the fact that 2,600 ballots were right now found out that they were not counted should really, really concern people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's 100% proof more that there's fraud going on. Do you understand that? That just gives them more of an argument of fraud. It just steps Trump up even more of an argument in the courts. You understand? When it doesn't matter if it's one state, two states. It doesn't matter. It's a pandemic of fraud showing that it's happening everywhere. I mean, you never know. I mean, this whole thing might be turned over, like, and redo the election. I don't know. I know it sounds crazy and it never happened before, but this is like widespread fraud everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised, man.
I mean, I hope you're correct. I hope you're right. That's all I can say, because I would like to see for the first time. First, I would love to see the liberals crying, yelling on top of their lungs, and then I would love
crying. It's gonna be the best.
And then I would love to see them go out into the streets, because then at that point, Americans, patriots are gonna start coming out into the streets, and they're gonna be like, you know what? This shit is done. This is over. You're not doing this shit anymore.
No. People are going to get beat up big time.
Look, I don't want to see any violence being spread in the streets. The last thing I want...
Of course not.
Nobody wants to see violence. But the bottom line is some of these guys need to get an ass whooping so they can learn a lesson. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean...
American people aren't going to stand for it anymore. They see violence. They're going to mess these people up big time, man. And I'm going to be one of them. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to hurt some Antifa and Black Lives Matter. I'll tell you that right now. Because again, Antifa is a Marxist. So is Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter are not for blacks. They're just using that name to make it look like something that they're not. Okay, they're Marxists. They're trying to destroy America. That's all they care about. They don't care about blacks. They don't care about nothing. They're actually using blacks and minorities to act like they actually give a shit about you, but they're not. They're getting paid to protest. They're getting paid to hurt people. They don't give a shit about it. I really think that these people are brainwashed daily, and I think that they know what they're doing, but they don't know what they're doing, and they're just like so brainwashed. It's like automatic, like they're robots. I really do, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
It's becoming the real pandemic here's not COVID-19. The real pandemic here's the Democrats.
Oh, completely. That's 100%. I told you, COVID-19 is a bunch of BS. This is a situation where, I mean, this is like you said, you might think I'm crazy, but this is religious, man. This is like a demonic freaking cult thing. I'm telling you, to have you wear the mask 24/7, and they're trying to tell you, oh, you can't have more than 10 people at your house or some shit, and make sure it's only family. Like, fuck you. Who the fuck are you to tell us anything? And they're seeing how far they can go before the people actually revolt. You know what I mean? Because if they don't revolt, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. They're going to close down businesses again, hardcore. They're not going to give 20%, 10%. They're going to close them down completely. I'm telling you, they're trying to destroy America. And it's Soros. It's what the Rockefellers, whatever the name. It's all the elites. I mean, that's exactly who it is. It has nothing to do with Trump. And I'll tell you, Biden's part of the elite. He's been part of it for who knows, decades. 36 years or 46 years? He's done nothing.
47.
I mean, yeah, there's a reason why. Obama's part of it. His wife Michael, she's a part of it.
Who? You're such a dick. Michael.
His wife Michael.
She's a woman, man. Don't say that.
No, that's not a woman. That's impossible to be a woman. You look at the body, look at the hands. A man has the ring finger is longer than the index finger. You understand? Look at his. It's the same freaking way. His torso, his shoulders. They manipulate pictures and everything. I'm telling you, that's a man. That is a freaking man. Bunch of BS. The damn man.
It's not a man.
That's a man. That's a man.
That's a
That's
mean.
more of a man than probably a lot of men out there.
I mean, this sounds so messed up that we're laughing at this, but it's conversation. It's good. It's good stuff. I mean, but
That's a man. It's not a woman. That's a man. I'm telling you, that's a man.
that's not a man, Chris.
Listen, the Democrats are all about going against God, and they're about going against what God made. A man and a woman. It's just like a transvestite. A transvestite is Baphomet. Baphomet is these transvestites are learning from Baphomet. They are trying to it's all satanic. It's exactly what it is. So they try to trick the public into thinking that there's something when they're not. Like I said, half of these actresses out there are transvestites. They're not even men or women. You think they're a woman? It's a man. They look great. I'm telling you, you can tell by their body structure. The torso, there's only a certain way the torso could be.
I've always looked at you, and I've always thought you kind of had a torso of a woman. So I always had my little doubts about you too. But boy, if you were a woman, you're an ugly one.
There's definitely no way of me. I'm definitely a man.
You're definitely one ugly
but
woman.
I'm just saying, it's the truth, man. It's all about trickery. They trick the masses into thinking something, and it's always the opposite. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I call these Democrats demoncrats, because I really think that these things are evil, man. I think all of them. I think they're all brainwashed idiots, and they know what they're doing. They're not idiots. They know exactly what they're doing, but they know how to destroy America, and they're trying to succeed.
I don't know. I don't know if they know how to destroy America. I think they're trying to,
They're playing by the book of Hitler.
Listen. I don't think they know how to destroy America because they keep failing every fucking time they try. So if they knew how to destroy America, they would have already done it. They've been making attempts to divide America, and it's not working because anybody, any American,
they're trying to destroy it.
Any American with some common sense sees what's happening in the streets and is saying, even a Democrat, like my stepdad, for example, he's voted Republican and he's voted Democrat. He voted for Joe Biden. And I had him on my podcast and I asked him, why are you voting for Joe Biden? And he goes, he's more presidential. I mean, I made him look like a dummy because he didn't really know why else he was voting for him. But nevertheless, I love my stepdad. But I'm pretty sure my stepdad looks at what's going on in the streets and he's probably like, wow, this is wrong. But the problem is he doesn't see it because all he watches is CNN.
That's exactly. And that's what I'm saying. These people are brainwashed. CNN, all MSNBC, ABC, all of them, those liberal stations, what they do is they repeat a certain thing constantly over and over and over again. And what that is programming. It's programming your brain to think something. And you hear it over and over again. That's how you.
And it's a shame because I mean, I'm seeing Fox News headed in the same direction.
Oh yeah, they are.
I mean, I'm already seeing it. I mean, I wish I had billions. I said this in my earlier podcast. I wish I had billions of dollars. I'd go and buy CNN and I'd go fire Don Lemon first to see him weep. And then Chris Cuomo, I'd tell him, listen, man, you're going to have to take your workouts back to your house because you're not working here anymore. And then I would, and then Wolf Blitzer would be right after that. I mean, and I would fire every single one of them. The only people that are worthy right now, in my opinion, on Fox News, Hammer is pretty good. Hammer's been pretty good. He even got into a little bit of an argument with Chris Wallace, which is really a Democrat. Bill Hammer is amazing. Sean Hannity's amazing. Laura Ingraham is amazing. Tucker Carlson's amazing. Shannon Bream, I think is pretty good too. She's had her little ruffles with Buttigieg, whatever the fuck his name is. So I mean, there is some of them. Brett Baier, I was very disappointed with him. Very disappointed because the way he handled the election. The way the way he
yeah.
was handling the election, it almost felt like he was almost excited to not see a Trump presidency or something. It didn't feel like the elections in 2016.
Right.
Like it was almost like I felt like the majority of the people on Fox News, Bill Hemmer was just showing the map, trying to analyze, and I mean he was just there, but it almost felt like almost like they were all in on it. It was really weird. They called Arizona ahead of time, but they don't call Alaska. They called Hawaii. I highly doubt Hawaii is any more technologically advanced than Alaska is, and they're counting.
Right.
So I didn't get it. They call all these big states fast. They called Arizona, which is a red state, and I still think it's a red state. I think there's a lot of fraud in Phoenix, and we're gonna look into that hopefully. The only regret that I've had in the last week, aside from what we were just talking about, is that I didn't go to that rally. I wish I would have gone. I really wish I would have gone. I got the memo, but when I got it from somebody that made me feel like it wasn't going to be a lot of people there. So then I was like, I don't want to be like one of 5 dickheads that showed up there. So then I didn't go. And now I'm kind of like regretting not going because I wish I would have been able to go to jail for a night. I wanted to see what the inside of a DC jail cell looks like.
Speaking about Fox, it seems like all the real hosts now are at night. You know what I mean? It's like during the day, there's nobody. They're all like in cahoots with.
Oh wait, there's another one.
Lip.
There's another one, Martha, the one that does Sundays. That she interviewed Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell.
The one that's with Ingram, the one that's always with her.
No,
Is that what you're talking about?
no, I'm talking about the one that's on Fox Business, I believe.
Oh, I know you're talking about the younger one, right?
She's Italian. I think she's Italian.
Oh, the girl you're talking about? You're talking about a girl?
Fuck, she moved to Parler and she doesn't care. She said it openly. She goes, "I'm gonna investigate this about this election fraud." I think Donald Trump was like she's actually been defending him and she's been making the case for him.
Is
Which
the one that's a lawyer?
Huh?
Is it the one that's a lawyer? She's cute.
She's older. I'm not sure who you're talking about. I don't.
The short black hair girl that's a lawyer. She's
No.
proper.
Yeah, she's pretty cute. I know who you're talking about, but that's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about somebody who's she talks about stocks and stuff like that, and then she reports. I forgot her name, but she's on Parler. I follow her on Parler, but I can't remember her name. Well, she interviewed Rudy Giuliani this weekend. She interviewed Powell, and she let them speak their case, which is one of the few people on Fox that have actually allowed them to do that. And she believes it. I can tell she sincerely believes it. Like she sincerely believes it because there's so many facts to this. Like literally, Texas rejected this system. Texas refused it because IT people, and there was a guy that went under oath and spoke and said, "Listen, there's too many loopholes in this. This is extremely dangerous. This has been used." I mean, listen, enough said. The primary location to Dominion to the program that Dominion uses is in Boca Raton, Florida, which is majority of where Latinos, Venezuelans live. Chavez owns the Chavez created the program, and the program was created by Chavez and his people to rig the elections, and that's the program that we're using.
Yeah, but I think they're spread everywhere. I don't think they're just in Florida and Texas. I think they're
Florida.
everywhere.
What are you talking about? It's used in 27 states.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's not.
It's not used just the reason that they don't need to do it in places such as, for example, New York or California, because they know that Trump isn't going to win those states. I mean, again, the path to victory for Donald Trump, the simple path to victory is Arizona, Georgia. And if Nevada really has the fraud they claim it has, Nevada, and that's it. He won the election.
I think Trump just stated he got Nevada.
I don't think so. I was looking it up even on Newsmax, and I don't see anything saying that he got Nevada. He was very, very behind on Nevada. I mean, if anything, he would have had. Let me see. I'll tell you right now, but I'll look at his tweets because he might have tweeted it, and a tweet is not really.
Yeah, I think he did. I don't think he. He doesn't tweet something that he's not going to tell the truth. You know what I mean?
Yes, he does. He lies a lot on his
No,
Twitter.
not with something like this. No.
Donald Trump still says he won the election. He still hasn't won the election. I mean, I believe.
Listen, I'm telling you, he knows he won an election. I'm telling you, he knows.
I mean, I believe that he's got a case for the election, but I mean, again, he has said that he won the election and he was not the projected winner.
Listen, you can laugh. I'm telling you right now, he knows he won the election. I'm telling you. All he has to do is prove it now. That's it. He knows he won it.
I mean, listen, maybe. What can I tell you? I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, maybe he won it. Maybe he won the election. I mean, right now he's not the projected winner.
Did you look under Nevada yet?
Huh?
Did you look under Nevada yet?
Hold on. For fuck's sake, I can't get into my own Twitter account. Let me see if I could just use my phone. I mean, I would have thought. I mean, I was just on Parler. I mean, I would have thought it was all over Parler. I don't even.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, leaders would like us. There you go. I got 150 viewers on a post that I just put 10 minutes ago. I'm getting bigger. I'm getting bigger. It's working. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It's hard to be a Republican and grow, especially with so many different people that right now are.
Oh, of course.
You know, it's just it's to me it's pretty insane. But nevertheless, it is what it is. Let me see if he tweeted something. At Real Donald Trump. Jesus Christ, he's on my fucking search right there. He's the first guy that shows up. Big victory moments ago in the state of Nevada. The all-Democrat county commissioner race on same ballots as president just thrown out because large-scale voter discrepancies. Clark County officials do not have the confidence in their own elections. Security, major impact. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I see what he's saying. Okay.
What is he saying?
Okay, so what he's saying is basically what's happening here is that 1/6 of the total vote cast in Clark County were thrown out.
Wow.
1/6, that's a big number. Clark County's their biggest county.
Oh, it's huge. Holy shit.
He also said this. The rate rejected mail-in ballots is 30 times lower in Pennsylvania this year than it was in 2016. This is why they kept our poll watchers and observers out of the sacred vote counting rooms. You know, that's one thing I love about Trump, bro. He says what he feels and he doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's real. I mean, how don't you want to have a real president? I don't give a shit if he curses. I don't care if he bangs 10 women. I don't give a shit. I don't care if he cheats on his wife. I wouldn't do that because she's hot as shit. But, I just like, who cares? As long as he takes care of America, puts America first. Just like, that's the whole thing Joe Biden did. As soon as he knew that, we were not going for anything other than America, then all of a sudden he starts changing his whole freaking thing. Oh, American first and blah, blah, blah. Complete plagiarism. So far he put, Trump put, we have 234 pages of sworn affidavits alleging election irregularities from just one county in Michigan. Eyewitnesses saw a batch of ballots where 60% of them had the same signature. Oh, man.
Where did you read that?
From his site. Eyewitnesses saw a batch of ballots scanned 5 times.
Listen, there's a lot of, without a doubt, there's a lot of discrepancies and there's a lot of things going on.
There's just so many.
I mean, I think the tide's going to turn. And this is all happening live as we're talking, you and I, which is pretty fucking exciting to finally have something to hold on to because, God darn it, have I been depressed for the last fucking few weeks, man. I mean, dude, I made a fool out of myself on Facebook and live while I was streaming. I literally called the election for Trump When I saw him win Florida and Ohio, I go, there's no way he lost the election. I go, I mean, I couldn't even think of the last presidential candidate who won Florida and Ohio and lost an election. Donald Trump did. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, and then afterward, and I never took it off. I never took the video off. I kept the video there. I kept that video there because I wanted to remind myself of what happened at that moment. And I'm going to repost that video if Trump retakes, if he gets reelected. And I think right now the Democrats are, see, this is my fear. As we're going through this and they're uncovering the fraud, I'm scared that they're doing something to cover up the fraud. We're giving them time to cover up the fraud, and that scares me.
Well, that's why Trump says that he doesn't just want to recount it. He wants every ballot looked at and making sure they're legit.
He wants an audit.
Yes, complete audit. Yep.
I mean, I could tell you something right now. He flips Georgia, Arizona, Nevada. That puts him. I'll tell you right now where that puts him, because I can tell you right now on. I can tell you exactly how many electoral votes that would give him. He doesn't even need Pennsylvania. George Bush won it without Pennsylvania. Let's say that let's say he flips right now Nevada, and he takes Arizona and Georgia and Florida that he won, North Carolina he won, and Iowa he won. Hold on, we're missing the great state of Texas, which they had as a toss-up, which I found to be ridiculous. How they could even have that as a toss-up. I mean, that was just ridiculous. And he won Ohio. He won Indiana. There's a state here missing because I'm pretty sure Alaska. Maine, he got a half of. No, he's still at 261. Oh no, he's gonna need either Minnesota. I forgot that George Bush actually won New Mexico and Colorado. So he needs to take one of these states. He's at 261. He would be at 261. He would need to literally take Wisconsin, which is within the margin of error, Michigan, which we know there's a shit ton of fraud that happened there, or Pennsylvania. Any one of those puts him over the top.
If any of these states,
I mean, again, these are all hypotheticals because we still haven't confirmed that Georgia he's taking it. I mean, right now it's blue. They gave it to Biden. They're doing the recount, but they gave it to Biden, I think. I'm pretty sure they gave it to Biden.
Of course, they gave them all to Biden, of course. I mean,
and they gave Arizona to Biden, too.
Yeah.
And Nevada, I think Nevada as well, but I think with 1/6 of the vote being removed, considering Clark County is extremely liberal, that's going to affect Joe Biden's numbers big time. And he didn't even win Nevada back in 2016.
Do you know the NAACP lawyer? His name's Leo.
Leo 2.0? Leo Terrell?
Yeah. I used to hate him. Last year I used to hate him because there was shit he used to say about Trump. And
he's a Trump supporter now.
Lies, and now he loves Trump. And you know, it just proves, like, from a full Democrat like that, like a brainwashed Democrat lawyer for the NAACP, actually turns into a freaking Republican.
You know why? Because he saw what Donald Trump did for the black community.
That's what I'm saying.
And he was he's a strong civil rights activist and lawyer.
Yeah.
And the man saw finally. The man finally saw the truth that everything's been bullshit. Everything they've been feeding everybody in America about Donald Trump is complete and utter lies that have been fed by the left wing. Why do you think CNN is selling why do you think AT&T is selling CNN? Why do you think they're selling it? They're selling it because their ratings are dropping. They're losing money. Fox News is the next one in line. I heard, I don't know, I think I heard on the news, I'm not sure if I'm correct, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard like 10 million people went from Fox to Newsmax.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I don't know what channel Newsmax is on. I don't know any of the co-hosts in Newsmax.
I don't have it on cable at all.
They're on Comcast. If you have Comcast, they're channel 1111. I think it's 4 ones or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, on Comcast. I just haven't figured it out on DirecTV, but they're getting big. They're getting big, and they're getting sponsored by the same people that Fox News gets sponsored by. So Fox News is going to be losing a lot of money, and I'm almost certain that if Newsmax becomes big as hell, Sean Hannity's gone, Tucker Carlson's gone, Laura Ingraham is gone, Shannon Bream will stay there, and Nick Cavuto, whatever the fuck his name is, can stay at Fox right where he's at.
Yeah.
Although let me tell you, I've been very happy with him lately. There was a rant that I did about 6 months ago when he criticized the president, but he's been very honest lately. Like, he's been saying, like, he's been asking questions, and he's been like, but there is irregularities, and he's been kind of like asking different lawyers, and he's been doing his job.
Yeah, but Jay, I think it's because they're being forced to, because they know Fox News is losing their ratings big time.
I don't think they're being forced to.
I think they're being forced into it. I think they're trying to recover what they lost and acting like there's something that they're not. I think they're just trying to
listen. I can tell you that when they called Arizona, Brett Baer's face turned pale after getting calls of people saying, "How the hell can you call Arizona?" That he even had to get out his team and say the reason why he's calling Arizona. And they fucked up. They were not good to Trump. If Trump gets reelected, he will never do an interview with them again. He'll probably do it with Sean Hannity, because Sean Hannity's a close friend of his over 20 plus years. And Laura Ingraham has been really good. Chris Wallace, done. He'll never do an interview with Chris Wallace again. He has no need to.
Yep.
Chris Wallace, every time I think back of that first debate and the disaster that I saw, Trump debating two different people, the moderator and Joe Biden, and then Chris Wallace laughing with Joe Biden at Trump. I have never seen something like that in my life. That was so unprofessional. That's why Chris Wallace doesn't even like it being brought up when they're when they're all together in one place, like within different anchors and stuff, because he's embarrassed. He knows he was biased. He knows he got caught being biased, and he's a piece of shit.
I think the media is getting paid by the elites by destroying Trump as much as they can. When they're doing interviews, this and that. I think the media is. I think they get paid like extra to give him certain questions or something.
I don't think so. You know what happens is, I think this is what happens. I think that Trump exaggerates, which is fine. I think Trump has enough accomplishments to fill up a book. He's got more accomplishments than George Bush, Obama, and Bill Clinton put together in all of their presidencies in 4 years. Guaranteed that he has more accomplishments. Maybe even reaches all the way to close to Ronald Reagan era in accomplishments. Now, that being said, I feel like he has all those accomplishments, but I also think that he exaggerates his accomplishments, so then people want to downplay it. Because, he's a guy. In reality is, look, everybody can say whatever they want about COVID-19, for example. The man handled it awesome. Yes, a lot of people died. One death is too much. But let's remember, the Spanish flu came out of nowhere. Nobody knew what to do. I forgot how many lives died. I can't really say how many lives died. But H1N1, perfect example, during Obama's administration, 66 million people got infected with H1N1. And the guy that he just hired, that Biden is putting supposedly as his chief of staff, was the one that actually said that they did everything wrong. Imagine if H1N1 would have been COVID-19. Imagine the amount of deaths that we would have had.
H1N1, COVID, what's the other one? The other massive
Look,
disease?
hold on. I'm getting to my point.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump creates this vaccine. Well, he doesn't create it because he's not a scientist, but he designed Operation Warp Speed to make it faster. Vaccines take an average of, I don't know, for them to be solid, probably like 8 years, but we can have one as early as 4. He gets a vaccine done in under a year. Okay, in under a year, he gets, and then Pfizer comes out and says, we were not part of Operation Warp Speed, but they received $1.9 billion. And then they had to recant that statement And it was like, what the fuck? What are you guys also playing politics? I mean, we got scientists playing politics. We have athletes playing politics. We have celebrities that are such idiots that they don't even know the difference because they don't realize that their dumb asses are the ones in that bracket that Biden wants to tax. Only 50 Cent and a couple rappers were smart enough to understand that they would not benefit from a Biden presidency. Ice Cube goes and talks to him. He goes and reaches out to the Democratic Party. We'll talk to you after the election. Talks to Trump. Trump gets the platinum deal. He works out with Ice Cube. Ice Cube gets hit by every single rapper. How can you even talk to that guy? But you know what? Trump paid attention. Trump listened to the voices of the black people, of black America. Because Trump and everything he's done, whether he doesn't sound the best, whether he says things sometimes that people don't agree with or don't like, his economic plans have helped everybody across the board. Hispanics, blacks, everyone across the board.
Yes.
So
I don't know how you call them racist. Anybody calls them racist.
Listen,
I
don't understand how anybody can call. I don't know how anybody can call anybody that spent the majority of the 80s hanging out with civil rights activists. I mean, look, Al Sharpton's the perfect excuse, the perfect example. Look at how skinny he's gotten. He's gotten skinny because Donald Trump's not giving him money anymore. He doesn't have money for food. I mean, he's been sucking Donald Trump dry since the 80s all the way to 2000 something. And now Donald Trump ran as a Republican. He's president, and now he hates him, and he's lost a lot of weight. The poor guy, he's got to go a different avenue.
I think
he got the surgery. Yes, I know. I'm being sarcastic. If you didn't catch onto it, you're really.
Are you stupid?
I mean,
I think he's doing drugs too.
I mean, listen. You have all these conspiracy theories. Don't throw them my way. How the fuck
I think.
Why?
My opinion.
Why?
Look at him.
What about him? He lost a lot of weight. That's what happens.
He looks like he's dying.
No, that's what happens to people that are really, really heavy, and when they lose a lot of weight, their skin sags like that. They look really bad. That's just the way they all look. I've seen a bunch of people that have done that surgery, and you have to kind of when you do that surgery, you kind of have to do a little bit of plastic surgery afterwards because you have a lot of excess skin that remains. So you look like you're kind of been stretched out like a rubber band. That's what he kind of looks like.
I think there's something more involved with him, man.
I think you think everybody's an enemy. I think you're paranoid.
Nah, man, he looks like he's frail. Like
me and
frail.
you took that beautiful trip to DC. You remember when we took that trip to DC?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that shit marvelous? Looking at that beautiful Capitol. Remember Obama was in office? And we were looking at the White House and we were seeing all the protesters in front of Obama. And me and you were just looking and observing at everything and going, damn. And we ate we drank and we got drunk at the oldest bar. Wasn't it like the oldest bar in every senator, every congressman, dating back decades and decades usually goes there to drink. It was a block away from the White House.
Yep.
I mean, we had a good time, man. I want to go back to DC, but I want to go back to DC when shit's normal.
Yeah, right.
Because I feel like if I go to DC now, I gotta go with tasers. I gotta go with a bunch of different things and pepper spray and be ready to like fucking.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It wouldn't be fun. You can't relax.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be tense the whole time because I'm gonna want to wear a mega hat while I'm walking around, and that's not gonna fit too good with the crowd.
The problem is in DC, you can't do anything because the cops will bring it down, and they're all Democrats. You know what I mean? So you're effed.
No, that's not true. That's not true. The cops are being told. The cops are being told to stand down, man.
I'm not saying the cops. I'm saying they're pushed into
even my buddy from the Proud Boys. He was telling me that the cops were trying everything possible, man. Like he says that they were overwhelmed. Like he said that it was just like they tried to protect Trump supporters. Like they tried to, but I mean they get thrown cocked. I mean it's, dude. Those people are getting. I mean my friend got stabbed last week.
Really?
Yeah, he got stabbed at one of the protests. He was stabbed.
The fact is, the governor is telling them to stand the fuck down.
It's not the governor, it's the mayor.
Or the mayor, sorry. The mayor is telling them to stand down and not do what they're supposed to do as cops. You should be able to sue the balls off of them. You know what I mean?
Dude, this is literally, look, do you not see the hate? Look at the things that they do. Look at the things that they do. This is the hate. This is where it all begins and where you could see the pattern of hate. They put the Black Lives Matter in yellow right across the Trump building.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Mayor de Blasio does that. Then they do it in Washington, D.C., right in front of the White House. Almost like everything is targeted towards Trump. Like they like everything is a direct target. And then they keep attacking Trump, saying, "Oh, he has to stay as president because he can't afford to pay for this." Do they not realize that all his kids are handling his businesses? Do they not realize that man just has to sell one building and that guy covers all his debt? These people are so stupid. They have no idea that man's value. And the reason he hasn't, look, if there was something that was wrong with his tax returns, Mueller would have already found it because he had records. He had all his tax returns.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had the entire U.S. government after him with this whole Russia crap.
And they found nothing.
And they still found nothing. Nothing.
Now do that to Hillary Clinton. She'd be indicted on 350 counts of different crimes. Do that shit to Obama. Do that shit to Biden. And Biden, his brother, all of them will go down. They'll all be indicted.
In a month. In a week, they'll have indictments on them.
I mean, and then the whole rumor that everybody talks about, that Donald Trump was friends with Jeffrey Epstein. That's another bullshit story. I read into it. Yes, they hung out in parties and stuff like that. But when he found out that Jeffrey Epstein was arrested for having sex with little girls in Florida, Jeffrey Epstein showed up to Mar-a-Lago and Donald Trump had him kicked out of Mar-a-Lago.
Exactly.
But people don't talk about that because people don't want to. Then they'll look at pictures of him with his daughter Ivanka kissing him. Listen, I kiss my daughter all the time. I love my daughter. Yeah. It's nothing weird. Now, Joe Biden sniffing random kids, Joe Biden hugging and kissing random kids. I mean,
did you see his what was his granddaughter or some shit?
No, forget about his family because you could be lovey-dovey with your family. That's different.
No,
but just what he does with other kids. I mean, there's a video of Jeff Sessions literally slapping his hand or something. There's a video, if you look it up, Jeff Sessions, he went to go touch, I guess, one of his granddaughters or something, and Jeff Sessions went and slapped his hand. It's almost like all the senators know he's a sicko, and it's like an inside thing, and nobody wants to say it or something. I don't know.
I didn't see that one.
Oh my God, you got to look at it. You just got to Google Jeff Sessions, Joe Biden, or whatever. You're gonna see it. They were taking a group picture, and he went to touch, and he slapped him quick as fuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. By the way, we've been going on for an hour and 25 minutes. I've got to end this show. Guys, I love you. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless this beautiful country we live in, America. Defend it with blood, sweat, and tears, with everything you've got. Do not let them steal our elections. Do not let them steal our democracy. Do not let them steal our country.
We'll be right back.
We will make America great again.